Today I'm out here on this 2025 Honda CB750 Hornet. I know, America finally got it. But guys, I've never ridden this bike before, but after today's video, I should have a much better idea of what this thing's all about. You guys stick around to the end of the video, I'll give it a chase score. I'm Chaseontwowheels, and this is a first ride. Solido, poor favor. But if you want something else that's solid, I got you guys a link for a Cardo, 10% off with the discount code C2W Cardo. Listen to your cool motorcycle with some cool music. Goodbye. And guys, that's what it looks like, and that's what it sounds like. Also, big shout out to Honda coming in last second, getting us this bike for a loan today to do a first ride that it's going to go live tomorrow to you guys. I know, it's crazy. So guys, that's what it looks like, and that's what it sounds like. Now, this video is brought to you by our new channel membership. So guys, I know a lot of y'all guys hate ads. Trust me, I do too. So what I came up with to give you guys an option for no ads is every time a first ride video comes out, we have a membership here on the YouTube channel. It only costs $1 per month. And for that $1, we're going to give you guys all of our first rides with no ads on them at all. That way, you're only paying $1, and then we are giving you guys the full experience without having to do any ads or anything like that. Listen, guys, YouTube does not pay well for ads. It is what it is. So when I do ads on my first rides, it massively helps us bring you guys these highest quality first rides that we possibly can, because that's what I want to do for y'all. But if you could spare $1, you can get it with no ads. So you guys want to do it? Cool. If you got the extra $1, awesome. It's the best way to support the channel. Well, I guess the best way to support the channel would be to go win our motorcycle for $5 a month. But if you don't got $5 a month, a lot of people have $1 a month. Anyways, guys, check out the channel memberships here on YouTube. Thank you to any of you guys that are doing the channel memberships. I know it's only $1 a month, but you guys have no idea. If there's enough of you guys that do that, it could really help what we do around here. Anyway, we are here on the 2025 Honda Hornet. So guys, I'm 5'10", got a 32-inch inseam, about forgot my inseam for a second. And as you can see, bent legs on both sides. Does seem to be a lower seat heighted motorcycle, so definitely going to be something to look into for my shorter riders out there. Now, if we look at the screen, we got this cool 5-inch TFT dash. And we do have rider modes on this thing, 5 actually. We've got a mode button here. So we're in rain mode. This is user 1. User 2, those are just 2 user customizer modes. We got standard, we got sport, and we got rain. So we're gonna go rain, then we'll do standard, and then we will do sport once we get on the highway. You guys know how it is. Alrighty guys, get this thing cranked up. Yep, you guys heard that right. It's a 270-degree parallel twin, so guess who's having a good time today? Me. Just me. Maybe you guys too, but mostly me. Alrighty guys, let's get this first ride started. Also guys, we have a new helmet we're in today. We're on to the next helmet review that we got. So I'm in the AGV K6 today. Very excited to check this helmet out. So if I sound a little different, I have never done a motovlog in this helmet before, so we'll see how it goes. Just want to let you guys know for audio purposes. Oh, also, I forgot. If you guys want to get email notifications of what videos we put out every week, you can, for free, join the C2W Newsletter. It's just we send you guys an email once a week letting you know what videos go live. Check it out if you're one of those email people. Don't worry, I'm not going to email you more than once a week. I can't stand those companies that just send out endless emails. It's like, bro, I don't have time. I want to give you guys a quick email. You glance at it. Are you interested in any of the videos? Cool. Watch them. Delete. That's the life cycle of one of the emails I send you guys. Anyway, enough of the promo bullshit. Let's check out the Hornet. Alrighty, Hornet, what do you have for me today, you devilishly exciting little motorcycle? Alright, so guys, it's a first ride. Let's talk about body position first. First up, for the seat, it's a little bit of a thinner seat, slightly on the harder side, but the thing I'm really liking about the seat is how wide the seat is. My whole butt fits on that thing, so that's super nice. My butt kind of actually just feels like it's lower to the ground. I don't know what's happening in front of me. Probably going to that wreck, I imagine. Okay, anyway, hope everybody's all right. So guys, I actually feel like I'm sitting very inside this motorcycle. I did not expect to be this low into the bike, but my legs are crunched up a little bit and my upper half is pretty straight up, slight lean forward. Handlebars are a little low. I think the overall surprising thing on this motorcycle is going to be how low my butt feels. It's very much I'm sitting in the motorcycle, not on the motorcycle or something like that. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying. Okay, cool. Rain mode, you've been cool. Honestly, been kind of surprised with how much power you have. But, let's be honest, nobody cares. I'm just kidding. Somebody cares. Somebody drop a comment if you care about rain mode. Please. I don't want rain mode, you know, people get their feelings hurt real quick right now. So I don't want to offend it. We need to adjust. Not a sponsor, but damn, they support the channel and I appreciate them. Alrighty, standard mode. Welcome to the party. What you bringing? Oh, well, that is... Wait, what? Hold on. I'm in standard mode? I'm not in the fast mode? And the wheel just cut. Love this. Okay. The engine that is powering that front wheel to very quickly leave the ground in a mode it has no business leaving the ground in is Honda 755cc parallel twin that has a 270-degree crank. It is my favorite engine class as of right now. That beautiful engine is good for 88 horsepower, a little over 55 foot-pounds of torque. A wet weight, we're looking at around 422 pounds. Oh, we got a 4-gallon gas tank. Oh my goodness. Bro, what just... Hold on, we got a green light. I'm playing around in the menus. I have to know, what the hell was that? This bike that wheel should not come up that fast. I'm in middle mode. Look, power 2, engine braking 2, traction control 2. That means traction control can go down 1 and go up even more. Hell, it could go off. What? What is... Wait, self-canceling turn signals? On a middleweight motorcycle? Bro, that's sick. Yeah, I would like the self-canceling turn signals on. Duh. All right, we'll talk more about Honda's dash here later on. I'm still surprised. All right, I get a retry on... Did I just fluke out a wheelie, or is this 755 got that kind of goods? Holy shit! What is this motorcycle? My God! I'm sorry. Hondas are not supposed to be like this. Hondas are supposed to be the tried and true, you know, they're normally not the most powerful, not the most exciting, but they get the dang job done. What is happening with this motorcycle? That is in standard mode, ladies and gentlemen. I have a more wow, I can't even talk. I have a more powerful mode I can put this bike in. What is going to happen then? Oh my God. I'm terrified. And I'm also loving the shit out of this. Okay, city performance on the Hornet, on the CB750 Hornet. You know what? I'm going to tell you anyway. I don't think I need to, but I'm going to. City performance, chef's kiss, right? Parallel twin's going to be beautiful in the city. You guys are seeing just in standard mode, I can just give it a little bit extra gas, and that wheel is acting like it's a part of a SpaceX program, just headed straight into the sky. But here I am, red light, legs easily coming to the ground, motorcycle, relatively light, doesn't weigh a lot. I can throw it back and forth. I'm chilling here. Easy handlebar setup. This thing is a dream in the city, especially if you like to do wheelies. Apparently. I am never going to turn the traction control off of this thing. Oh my God. I would do a backflip. And I'm not one of those fancy dudes that can do backflips, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a hefty white guy. Backflips are not in my repertoire. Really like that smooth clutch too. That's really nice for here in the city. You have an up and down quick shifter on this bike, so you don't really even need the clutch that much. This is not an E-clutch model, I will note that. But this bike is just so nice to ride in town. Like, it's got that punchy power to get you going in any direction you want, but it's also light and flickable. The handlebars just give you such a good purchase to throw this bike in whatever direction you want to go in. I knew I would like this bike just because of the platform, but I did not think I would like it this much, that fast. I haven't even put it in the good power mode yet. Honda might have done something special. Let's get her leaned over and see what we feel. Plush, nice. Oh, this does not feel like a Honda at all. Look, I've been honest. I've said Hondas are fantastically reliable, amazing machines that typically don't get me very excited. It does not happen very often, and here we are with their newest motorcycle, and it is. I wonder if Honda is making some changes. I don't mean to like go off from the first ride script that we typically do, but we have to have a conversation. So guys, I had the fantastic opportunity a few years ago to go to South Africa and do a Bridgestone like tire demo thing at a track, Kyalami racetrack. It was a phenomenal experience. One of the, actually the best press launch I've ever gone on. And on that press launch, I rode a Hornet on a track. It was the first version of the Hornet, and I'm gonna be honest, when I rode that on the track, I was like, this thing is really lackluster. I don't know where the power is. I don't get it. That was only like a couple years ago or something, and now we're here, and this motorcycle feels nothing like that one did. I'm over here like, what in the hell did Honda do for the last couple years to the Hornet before they brought it to America? Because this is nothing of the same experience that I got with that motorcycle. That is why I am so flabbergasted right now with how incredible the power is on this power plant. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know what to do with myself. I love this thing in the city. Also, I will note this as I quickly go into sport mode. I was telling the guys at Honda when I picked this bike up, guys, I hope to hell that our camera car footage does this bike justice, because Tesla doesn't know to go. Okay, cool. We're just doing other stuff. Got it. You know, driving's too easy in a Tesla. Multitask. You got speed passed by a USPS truck. Bruh, you're doing it wrong. Anyway, I was telling the guys at Honda, I hope our camera car footage does good, because seeing this bike in person, it looks so much cooler than it has from what I've seen online. I don't know what it is. There's something about that headlight area that has not, I have not got an accurate representation of what that actually looks like in person on the footage I've seen of this motorcycle. So if you think this bike doesn't look cool, I would challenge you to go to a dealership and look at it, because seeing this thing in person, I'm like, oh, that's totally different. Anyway, my rant is over. This bike, city, fantastic. We're in sport mode. You can tell by the little quick lines behind the little guy on the bike. We gotta do a 40 to 80 pull. I'm not really sure what gear this is gonna be, and unfortunately we are at the front of the line, so you guys know what that means. I am gonna have to slow some people up, but it's I do it for science, really. It's not for my own enjoyment, it's for you guys. I'm getting a feeling that second gear is gonna be the move. That's what the bike is whispering to me. Chase, give me a green. Yeah. All right, for the people. Let's get that visor shut so you can hear me. Oh, it's totally a second gear situation. All right, guys, 40 to 80 on your mark. Get set. Go. Yes, that's 80. I want to keep on going, but I don't want a ticket. That would not look good to Honda when I brought it back with an extra slip of paper. Alrighty, guys, what was the time on that 40 to 80 pull? I feel I feel like that was a respectable time. I don't know what the time is. I never do. I just know what it feels like, and my goodness gracious. Alrighty, guys, here on the highway with the CB750 Hornet, and dude, still plenty of power. It's actually interesting here on the highway in 6th gear. I'm actually in a luggy part of the rev range low down, and I have to give it some power to really rev it up. The power's kind of higher up there, but then once I get it higher up, then I'm in the right spot. If I wanted punchy power right here, I would need to be in like 5th or 4th. That's fascinating how the power is so high up. I would have expected that out of a parallel twin. So guys, as far as wind goes, I'm getting wind at my right at my chest level. It's just pretty straight on. I'm having to lean into it a little bit. So touring wise, definitely try to get yourself a windscreen to just get that air going up a little higher. Overall, comfort wise, there's relatively no vibration right now. I've got a little bit in my feet, but this bike is very comfortable chilling on the highway right here. I would really love to have cruise control, but unfortunately we do not have cruise control on this bike. Maybe Honda will make some sort of a touring version. I don't know, maybe a Trans Out. Just kidding, they have a Trans Out, go check it out. Anyway, as far as maneuverability here on the highway, it's obviously a little less dramatic in that changing of gears, but tracking relatively well here on the highway. I'm not getting blown around. I was on the camera car run. I think it was a little windier out here, and I was getting a little blown then. So you're not going to have this like really solid touring setup, but I think this would be totally, I'd be content with this. If I leaned up on it and just chilled here, I could totally make it to the mountains and back and have a really enjoyable day. So capable of doing a 1-hour tour for sure. Get yourself a little windscreen and I bet it would go a long way. Overall, really impressed, more so with the engine here on the highway, and then the comfort is just super nice to have. All right, I need to get out of this traffic so I can take our big highway turn. Do we go behind the slow people? Yeah, we do. Let's not do dumb things. I'm happy following a Stelvio. Really stable feeling suspension. I like that. This bike does a really good job with that suspension, guys. I just threw the bike over at the angle I wanted it. That suspension just gets me locked in right from the get-go. That is way better of a feeling than I kind of anticipated for this bike. We are talking about a bike with an $8,000 MSRP, so, you know, suspension is not normally, it's normally one of the things you don't get at a mid-level, but Honda's actually put something nice on here that reacts well to getting the bike leaned over. We love that. So yeah, what are we doing? Are we just chilling in this lane? Like, I was gonna pass everybody, but you just look like you're gonna chill in that lane until it ends. So we're going over here. So yeah, guys, wrapping up the power, I don't remember enjoying the Trans Alp as much as I'm enjoying this. So you guys got to let me know, did the engine get modified that much between the Trans Alp and this? Because this is feeling like an entirely different motorcycle, and the suspension felt fantastic. Also, we have a non-adjustable suspension in the front, but a preload adjustable suspension in the rear. So you got a little bit of adjustment that you can do. Speaking of adjustment, let's talk about the other stuff you can adjust on this bike. Engine brake management. You can actually adjust how much engine braking you want on this motorcycle. It's very easy in the menus, so you can kind of dial it into whatever you want. I've got it in whatever the default is for the sport mode, and it feels relatively light, but it felt more powerful in the rain mode. So you're actually going to be getting a decent amount of difference in between that engine braking mode, so that's super nice. Another thing that I'm very impressed with on this bike is the quick shifter. Not only that they have a quick shifter up and down for a middleweight naked bike, which, bro, a few years ago I would have died for this. Middleweight nakeds having quick shifters, like, let's freaking go. That truck is not paying attention as much as they should be. But not only do we have an up and down quick shifter, we also have adjustability. So inside the menu, you can change the quick shifter if you want it to be soft, medium, or hard. And what that's going to be is a pressure switch at how hard you want to be able to touch the quick shifter for it to respond to you. So if you want to do a really firm hit of your shifter to get the quick shifter to engage, you can shift it to hard. I have it in the soft mode currently, and it just takes a little bit of a touch and it shifts into the next gear. you get a microscopic amount of time where the power drops down and the engine gets shifted into the next gear. I've got no problem with that. It's worked incredibly well. No issues so far. Really happy with that, and just really surprised, honestly. I keep saying that, and I don't mean just keep saying the same stuff. Had a moment where I thought my camera fell off for a second. I don't mean to keep saying I'm surprised, guys, but I just came into this, I guess, expecting one thing, and Honda is delivering an entirely different thing with this motorcycle. I even rewatched our press launch video that I sent my buddy Joe Jackson to, and between the CB750 and the CB1000, he actually said he liked the CB750 more, but I didn't know it was this good. Damn, Joe. You could have told a brother something. Shit. Let's check the brakes out. Let's just give him a little... Here's where I'm at with the brakes. I just gave him a pretty big pull. We get a little bit of a dive, and just really soft and on the front end of those brakes. I don't know. You give me that powerful engine. You give me that really smooth quick shifter. You give me that suspension that lets me just throw the bike over. Kind of expected more bitey brake. Kind of a weak point right now. My gaze is over. I'm just kidding, guys. I would like a little more powerful bite up front on those brakes, but I don't think I would complain, especially for city riding, which is really what the bike's made for. Okay, let's talk about the cluster up here. So this is going to be Honda's new age stuff. If you've ridden a Honda in the last year, this is going to be the stuff you're looking into. So they've got this pretty interesting little D-pad situation. They've got a mode button, a horn that's kind of hidden into here, but I'm okay with that. I don't use the horn that often, and I've had a lot of companies where they put the horn where I want the blinkers to go. I've had no problem where I just naturally go to the blinkers. I love that. We've got adjustable levers on both sides. They are silver. I'd love to see them blacked out, but they're adjustable, so I do appreciate that. Here on the right side, we have our hazard, our start switch. And then here in the middle, we have this 5-inch TFT dash. And I will say, Honda's done a really good job of making a dash that's easy to figure out. It's a very similar dash as the CB650, the E-clutch stuff. Same dash, same layout as that. Very easy to use, although the one critique I would have is it's not the nicest to look at. It just looks very like an engineer designed it. It doesn't look like overly, we'll use the word pretty, or fun to look at. So I know some of you guys could not care less of what your dash looks like as long as you get your information. Some people are like me, and it's like, look, if I'm sitting here staring at something for hours at a time, I want something cool to look at. I will give Honda props at making a very user-friendly interface. I remember when I got on the E-clutch for the first time, the 650, I had zero problem figuring out how to do everything with no help at all. So Honda's got one of the easier systems to figure out to go through, so they've done a phenomenal job there, and I really appreciate that. Oh, also let's stop and not run into, are you stopping that far back? There's a turn lane. Yep, you can get in that turn lane. Yep, okay. Awesome. We got a lot of people not paying attention today. Also, rear view mirrors are pretty solid. They are, I love that shaped rear view mirror because I can see all of the cars behind me without having to do a little chicken arm situation. So we love it. Nice job. Thank you, Honda. Although I imagine most of you guys are going to get this and put new mirrors on it, but if you don't, the ones you have will do just fine. Woo! Let me take a breath. God, dog. Hey, while I take a breath, I think I've hit on everything. Let's go to the chase score for the Honda CB750 Hornet. Guys, I'm just realizing I forgot to talk about, like, I didn't even realize it, to be honest, until I pulled into here. And I gave the throttle a little twist. Bro, there is almost no play in this throttle. Look at this. Nice freaking job, Honda. So many of these motorcycle companies they have so much free play in the throttle. And when you have a lot of free play like that, it's really hard to get like dialed moves out of your throttle. But with no free play, bro, game changing. Like every move I make on the throttle is exactly what I want it to be.
Alright guys, so let's do the chase score for the 2025 Honda CB750 Hornet. So first off, for throttle response, I'm going to give this thing an 8. It is crisp and responsive, and I love the lack of free play. Next up, for agility, I'm going to give this thing a 9. It's light and flickable and super easy to throw into the corners. Now, brakes wise, I am going to give it a little hit at a 5. They get the job done, but that front end lacks some strong bite. Now, for acceleration, I am going to give this thing an 8. I feel like it has a stronger mid-range punch than the MT-07. Suspension wise, I'm also going to give the bike a 7. It's plush and confidence inspiring, but with limited adjustability. Next up, for comfort, I'm going to give it a 5. That seat runs firm and the heat seems to build up under the seat, which is less cozy than its rivals. Next up, for tech, I'm going to give the bike a 7. That TFT, modes, quick shifter, and self-canceling turn signals, but no cruise control. Next up, we have ease of use, and I'm going to give this thing an 8. It's got a low seat height and simple controls, and it makes the bike super approachable. For versatility, I'm going to give the bike a 7. It's just as flexible as the MT-07 for city and those weekend rides, but not something I'd really want to tour on for a long time. Next up, for fun for the money, I have to give this bike a 9. It is great thrills and features for this sort of pricing. I love this class. And guys, that's going to be a total ride score of 36. That's a total usability score of 36, giving it a total chase score of a 72.
Alrighty, shocked on two wheels, back at it again. I just can't get over this bike, dude. It's also in neutral. So apparently I can't get over the motorcycle and I can't figure out how to shift it. Interestingly, I just did our little Instagram-y content stuff and the seat is very hot. The sun is not out, so it's as if the engine gets the seat hot. If you own a Hornet, let me know in the comments, is that a thing? Because it really feels like a thing right now. Oh, we get to go. Awesome. Is that a cop? Is it? No. I love this bike. I really love this bike. Holy shit. So that was the chase score on the Hornet. You guys let me know if you agree or disagree with me in the comments down below. Guys, what do you want me to say? This bike is awesome. This bike is so much more awesome than I thought it would be. I saw the engine and I told you guys from the get-go, I bet I'm gonna like it, but holy shit, I thought I was gonna like this at like a 7 or 8. Bro, it is like a 9 or a 9.5. That power is so fun and so punchy. This is Honda's first real play at Yamaha's MT-07. And I don't know if you guys saw that first ride the other day or month, however long ago it was, but the new MT-07 I loved. Bro, I don't know which one I would rather have, the MT-07 or the freaking CB750 Hornet. I would have an absolute ball either way, but these bikes are so fun. I love the shit out of this. Honda, you have made probably, let me think, unless there's a bike I can't think of, this might be my favorite Honda yet. Oh my God, what is happening? I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone right now, ladies and gentlemen. My God. All right, I'm gonna shut up. If you guys like naked parallel twins, go try to ride one of these, because holy shit, they are fun. I've loved this. Guys, a big shout out to Honda America for letting me loan this today to get this first ride out to you guys. Wouldn't have been able to do it without them. A big shout for them. All right, we're stuck behind a box truck. This is against the motovlogger rules, but I'm doing it anyway. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you like motorcycle content. Did you guys know I have an entire first ride playlist in the description down below? You can watch all of the bikes we've done a first ride on. It's a good time. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you. You guys ride safe out there, and I'll see you on the next one. Damn, where did this come from? I'm over here trying to figure it out, and I have no idea. All right, this first ride's got to be over. Oh my gosh.